Welcome back to my channel. This is Ingenious Giacomo. Today I have actually a Uline, very expensive line of refrigerators. This actually is a wine cooler. It's very nice because the drawers slide out, but I had an issue with this one. The thermostat stopped working. Actually, it's not stopped working, it was never turned off, so constantly running 24 hours a day. So I can actually replace a thermostat. It's not the first time I did that. It's just, I would say, a pain in the neck because in a lot of those coolers, the wire runs underneath and then it's into foam. You know, first they put the thermostat, then they put this foam insulation. So you just time consuming, let's be honest. So luckily it was working. It just would not turn off. You know, simple as that. It's just constantly running, so making the wine way too cool. The cheapest solution I found and fastest was I purchased, it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. The main important thing, make sure it has the three grounded outlet. That's an old one I was laying around, and I play with the setting until I got the right temperature. So technically it's a 24-hour timer. You pull them up and down, on off, on off. Now there is an inconvenience of that, is when technically when it's off, your light won't come on when it's on the off cycle. Beside that, I was able to get the right temperature on my wine. It just, once again, is trial and error. You start with only like a couple of them, you run for 30 minutes, then it stops. At the end, without changing anything, I'm happy with that. I'm pleased. I just didn't want to waste a lot of time on it, because taking it apart and all that, and it cost me only like they're still selling for like $6, that's it. So instead of taking the thermostat out, it costs like they have cheap one for like $10 mechanical. They're so the good one are like $40-50. Some are even up to $80-100. The one with a capillary tube coming out of it, it's called an air sensor. I'm extremely busy, so I just went for the quick fix. And that's a quick fix for a cooler with the thermostat constantly running. Now, if your thermostat is not running at all, that's a whole different story. What you need to do is just you jump together the two wires going to the thermostat, so that it's constantly on, like this one, and then you do the same exact thing. Like the key of it is technically to play with that until you get the right temperature. It was pretty easy to do. You start with a basic setting. Like I bought this one for $60 in a gift shop because it was not cooling. All that was wrong with that was the fan in the back, because it's a forced ventilation, because it's supposed to be under counter, so all the air goes in and out from the front. So there is a little motor. Is that for an expensive cooler like that? Honestly, I'm not impressed with the quality of the motor. It was a little like a plastic fan on it. The fan came off, the little the motor just came off. I put the fan back on and it came off again. So I used some crazy glue. It's been fine now for 12 years. And actually, so $60, 12 years later, it's still working. So I guess they're well made. And I have another one I found curbside with the same exact issue with the fan. You know, on the one, the thermostat is working okay. So once again, thermostat right there. Most important thing, make sure he has that. He has the ground. And Walmart, I would say, is the best place to get it, or Harbor Freight, because Home Depot and Lowe's, they're very expensive with those. Great quick fix for a problem. Once again, if your thermostat is off all the time, and that's the issue where your cooler is not working, you need to jump the two thermostat wires together. Of course, use a wire nut or put some insulation on it, and then you do the same exact technique. Thank you again for watching. This is Ingenious Giacomo.